if you just exercised a little bit of charitability and just listened to what I was saying, I think you would most likely realize that you might be duped into believing that I'm a bad person. Bro, just watched the Trash Taste episode. It was great, but the comment section is absolute brain rot. Big Redditor energy. I don't know how the you deal with so much hate on the regular. I think that the existence of the second Trash Taste podcast episode is how I get away with it, or how I deal with it. I have great friends in this industry. I have great friends that are normies. I have a fantastic network of family and friends that I rely on, and that all of that Redditor noise is simply just noise. Okay? That's it. But yes, Trash Taste, my new Trash Taste episode is out. We love sweaty anime men featuring Hasan Piker. Mr. President, the second Piker has hit the Trash Taste. I noticed lately you guys are not up to date with the internet, but this is a whole new level of out of touch. Having an openly racist person on, downvote. Do not have him again, please. Holy too bad. I get irritated from just seeing his face. The guy has said so many profoundly idiotic things that I honestly cannot listen to a word from him. The brigade is on, folks. Get in and actively counter the brigade. They botted the video immediately. Lol, it's at 2.5k dislikes. You really upset the weebs this time? Yeah. 2-hour podcast, the comments from an hour ago. Yeah, no, these people don't care. They are, in every sense of the word, these guys operate in the same exact way that the woke liberal social justice warrior brigade operated. Okay? They hated the wokes when they did this stuff, but they became what they hated. Okay? They don't care. They're just like, oh, I saw Hasan and I hate him. Why are you doing this? This is quite problematic. Okay? Jesus, guys, really? This goes beyond left and right, or we don't engage in politics. This guy's insane. Perhaps the people that had me on the podcast, okay, know who I am better than random people who have only been primed into hating because they watched drama farmers with no politics whatsoever, with no understanding of the world whatsoever, just actively farming hatred. It has to be the Luffy comparison? No, it has nothing to do with that. Whichever chatter decided to bring up this dumb shit drama. No, I don't think it's valid to just say this is dumb shit drama. I think this is good to see, but it is obviously insanely brigaded. You live rent free in so many people's heads. Saw someone hating on you in the comments of the Ted Nivison and Tucker's new pod that didn't even mention you just because you're friends with Ted. Yeah, this is the most common tactic I've seen from Pestini's community. Everything you guessed on, they will comment something like, as a longtime fan, this was too far, I'm unsubscribing. Meanwhile, they never commented on any other episode. Yeah, I'm like real life friends with these people. I don't think they understand that. The Blue Lock take is dead on, by the way, so you're right. Oh, absolutely. It is crazy how effective it is for the haters when you just ignore them. It genuinely makes them so angry. Yeah, and it's really interesting because they just don't understand. Because sometimes we'll stare into the darkness on this broadcast. Like, we'll look at like what they're saying, and they just can't comprehend how like journalists are still covering this guy in a positive way. What the is going on? And it's like, dude, why do you think? You think like a 40-year-old journalist has no political convictions of their own? Like, you think they're going to be deluded by like a drama farmer on YouTube, like a slop tuber, and be like, wow, this is a real bad guy? You think they haven't seen internet harassment campaigns before? You are so out of touch, holy hell. No, brother, I'm not the one who's out of touch. The people that are going, we hate you because we think this person is an evil person, me, okay? We think your friend that you know better, okay, is actually secretly an evil person because we've seen YouTube videos from rabid haters is an active line of attack. The assumption that you as a random commentator, a random commenter online, is not out of touch, but I am, because what you expect in terms of like retaliation towards someone like myself is not matching the reality is hilarious. How do you not understand that? Things will keep shocking you over and over again if you are so echo chambered and hug boxed that you genuinely believe that I am considered a lolcow by anyone that is a normal human being who goes outside. Okay? That's the problem. You're like a 40-year-old dude on Twitch right now being like, you're the one who's out of touch, Hasan, because in spite of the fact that you are one of the most popular content creators on Twitch, I still think, me and my homies think you're a bad guy. And the more you don't realize that other people don't see it the way that you do, the more you just make up conspiracies in your mind. You can say womp womp all day, but the real womp is happening to you, old man. Calm down. That's the problem here. People go, oh, dude, he must actually secretly have a style level of control over both Reddit and Twitch and Twitter and every other platform and also all of news media. You know what I mean? And at no point do you go, let me exercise a little bit of critical thinking. Perhaps me and the homies in the Discord that we're in might be a little wrong. Nope. Everyone else is. Society is. I'm a big streamer on Twitch, so my opinion is better than yours. A shit take, to be honest. That's not what I said. You're choosing to misunderstand my point. My point is, if you're actively engaging in like toxic circles online where the assumption is that like I am this unimaginably evil person, okay? And then what your expectations don't match the reality of the situation every time there's like a positive news article or something that comes out, and you just like go further and further into this mania. I'm trying to explain to you that there is a reason why most people don't see me the way that you do. And it's not because they have been sheltered from the truth. It's because you have deluded yourself into thinking that I'm an evil villain. This is also an ironically bad faith way to approach what I was saying. My point always is this, okay? On a long enough timeline, if you were to come in here, okay, whether you're a hater or not, if you just exercised a little bit of charitability and just listened to what I was saying, I think you would most likely realize that you might be duped into believing that I'm a bad person, okay? That's why there's so much active gaslighting anytime something happens where you're like, why are people still working with this guy? Why don't they understand? He's like a bad dude. It's not because I'm like a successful content creator. That's not the only reason. You know what I mean? I'm sure that plays a role in it. But the major reason is because most people also have the capacity to make their own choices. They understand. They have their own convictions. They are not being duped by slop tubers in the way that you and your inner circle might be, you know? The truth about you that all these people talk about is on air for 8 hours every day. Yeah, you can make up your own mind. I believe you, okay? If you're a hater and you're in here, I promise you, you have the capacity to make up your own mind. Make up your own mind. Be your own man, okay? Nobody wants to believe they're duped. I know, but if your expectations don't match reality so consistently, at a certain point, you got to realize, like, maybe I'm being duped, you know? That's it. Gramlo made a good point about people being duped this morning. People only dig deeper when you tell them they're duped. You have to ask them questions and lead them to the correct conclusion without making them feel like the dumbasses they are. That is also true. That is true. But that's why I also try to be as charitable as possible. I think it's also in large parts their efforts of attempts at isolating you and smearing you as failing. Their frustration at the reality that their voices in their circles aren't as important as they thought shows them ultimately how insignificant they are. Yeah. Anyway.